Welcome back to the Game Ain't Free podcast. We back with another episode. I want y'all to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications. As you know, game is sold, not told. Game ain't free. So the least you could do is hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? We still giving y'all samples of this free game. Now let's get on into it. How can you add value? Adding value to your life, to situations, to other people's lives, to other people's businesses, to your own business. How do you add value? It starts with within. You know, you got to work on yourself. Are you working on yourself? Are you trying to better yourself? You know, it's not a one-time thing of, I worked on myself today. And then you let days go by, weeks go by, months go by, and you ain't did nothing else. It has to be a everyday thing. And think about it. There's 24 hours in the day. How actively per hour are you thinking about bettering yourself? How you can add value to your own life? How you can change your own situation? How you could better your situation? How you could better other people's situations? How can you put other people in position to eat? How can you put yourself in position to eat if you ain't eating? You know what I'm saying? Your brain should be thinking motion all the time. You should be trying to figure out how you can get more motion. Everybody could use more motion. There's endless motion out there, and you want to have a piece of that. You know what I'm saying? There's always room for improvement. Don't ever think, I'm good, I'm comfortable. That's when you finna lose. That's when you'll lose it all. You can't get comfortable, especially as a man. There's no place for it. There's no place for a man to be comfortable in this world we're living in. It's good versus evil out here. You know what I'm saying? Survival of the fittest. If you're weak, you'll get 8 out here. You only get 1 life out here. If you lose, you'll die. You got to stay focused. You have to stay focused. So adding value, it starts with within. You should be working on your player build every single day. Fuck the video games. This is real life shit. You need to work on your player build in real life. Build up them attributes. You can always learn a new skill. So why aren't you learning new skills? Why aren't you mastering the skill that you decided to learn? Don't be mediocre. Push to the limit. Sky is the limit. You know what I'm saying? There are people in wheelchairs still out there being bodybuilders, working, doing what they got to do, and they don't even got legs. It's a mindset. You got to want it. You got to get after it. You have to really get after it. Adding value starts with within. What are you doing for yourself so that way you can build up the person that you need to build up so that your advice to other people could be valid, so it can mean something. Don't be giving advice to other people if you ain't doing shit. You got to put the work in. It's not going to fall into your lap. You're just not going to randomly, I'm putting in work. You know what I'm saying? You're not just going to randomly put in work. You know what I'm saying? You have to actually put in work. And you have to do it every single day. Sometimes it's going to be twice a day. Sometimes it's going to be 3 times a day. But every hour you should be thinking, I need to work. It should bother you when you're not putting in no work. You know what I'm saying? If you're sitting on your ass watching Netflix and that doesn't bother you, you're not fucking hungry. You're complacent. You can't add value if you ain't hungry. You gotta want it. You gotta want better. It all starts with within. It's a mindset. You have to tell your brain, all right, let's get it in. Let's work. Let's do this. You have to tell your brain that. You have to tell your brain that, you know what? I deserve more. I deserve better. I can do better. You know what I'm saying? I believe in you. You got to believe in yourself. You know know what I'm saying? You got to work, you got to grind, and you have to get after it. You always have to get after it. That's how you add value. When people see how you're moving, they see how you're getting motion by being disciplined, by putting in the work, by grinding, by doing the right things, by following Jesus Christ. People are going to be attracted to that. And guess what? You're adding value to people's lives without you even trying to do so. Just by doing the right things, working on yourself. It starts with within. It really starts with within. You got to get up and get after it. There's no room to be lazy. You don't need to keep looking around. Oh, I need some motivation. Fuck that. Get your ass up and get to it. Get up and get to it. What are you waiting on? It's not going to magically happen. Stop thinking that. Excuse me. It's not going to magically happen. Stop thinking that. You have to get up and get after it and get to work. If you ain't getting to work, you ain't doing nothing. You ain't having no motion. And if you ain't getting to work and you think you got some motion, guess what, buddy? It's not going to last. You got to get up and get after it and have something sustainable. You got to fucking work. You got to grind. It has to be a daily thing. It has to be a daily thing. You may think you're working hard, but trust me, you're not. There's 10 other people right now going hard as fuck while you sitting on your ass not doing shit. How do you feel about that, man? You're not working. You're not working hard enough. You got to fucking go. You got to get it. Because there are people grinding right now. They're hungry. Their life's on the line. Their life is on the line. They got kids to feed. Ain't nobody worried about you. Nobody's worried about you. You got to put that work in and get after it. Don't give a fuck if you had a bad day. Plenty of people have bad days and they still got after it and got to work, got that motion and added value. What are you going to do about it? You have to get after it. I'm going to keep telling you have to get after it. You can't fucking wait on some results. If you ain't putting in no work, you ain't going to see no results. Don't worry about the results. You need to worry about your work ethic and why you're not going hard. You have to go harder. You have to grind. You have to really put in that effort. The results will come if you're being consistent and really getting after it, being disciplined and working. That's how you're going to add value. You know, it's really quite simple too, and that's what's crazy. It truly is quite simple, but people just don't want to work. That laziness comes from you being comfortable. Like I said, especially as a man, you can't be comfortable. You have to fucking get out of that weak mentality and get to work. Once you get to work, you'll start to realize that this is what you were meant to do. You know, a man was meant to work. He's meant to conquer. You know, he's meant to provide, create, procreate. You know, it's your duty to lead and lead by example, and you can't do that sitting on your ass, not getting to work, always complaining, always full of excuses. You have to do better. You have to do better. You have to want to do better. You got to really get up and grind and get after it, because it's not going to fall into your lap. It's not going to magically happen. It's not going to happen by you just writing it down and, you know, oh, I wrote my goals down and then not do nothing about it. It's bullshit. You got to fucking get to work. Action speaks louder than words. It always has. So you need to get up and get to work and get to action. Stop playing around and start getting to it. You know, I done just gave y'all too much game. I could really dive into this topic, but like I said on previous episodes, you have to earn and unlock that type of game, because game is sold, not told. If y'all want to unlock the Patreon, make sure y'all like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications. I need about 500 comments in this video, and maybe we'll talk about dropping that Patreon link so y'all can get some real game. Until next time, make sure y'all subscribe, Make sure y'all let a friend know. And make sure y'all add value and get to work. Game Ain't Free Podcast. I'm gone.